It's all about getting the tax planning done before the end of the year. Because after the end of the year, there's very few things, almost nothing, that you can do to change what happened. Taxes is probably a business owner's most expensive expense, right? And it's something that is the bottom line. When you pay an extra $10,000 in taxes, that's $10,000 that could be in your bank account. And so making sure that you have taxes on your mind throughout the year and you're maximizing the strategies that are available to you as a business owner is vital to optimizing your efforts. Like, if you can make more money, in other words, if you can bring more money home by working less because you're paying less in taxes, that's what's gonna happen. That's huge, right? This is really gonna depend on each client individually. At a minimum, it's gonna be making sure that you're making the correct quarterly estimated tax payments. And by correct, I mean you're not overpaying and you're not underpaying. Quarterly estimated tax payments, one of the things, we want to pay as little as possible so that you can keep as much money in your bank account as possible. You don't want to give the IRS an interest-free loan. That's what a tax refund is. It's when you overpaid something and then later on you can get it back. So that's why I often tell people, hey, if you're constantly getting a refund, that's not ideal. Like, my goal is to always have a balance due, but not so large of a balance due that there are penalties and interest associated with it. But we want to make sure that you're not overpaying your quarterly estimated tax payments so that you can keep as much money in your business bank account as possible. Other than quarterly estimated tax payments, mid-year check-in is just going to be super individualized to the client. Whether they're buying a building, that's huge. There's so much tax planning that goes around by purchasing a building for your business, whether you want to put it into a separate entity. And you can say that about any large asset purchases. I would say it has to do, the most common one is going to be officer's compensation. Overpaying or underpaying yourself in officer's compensation if you're an S corporation is the most common mistake that I find mid-quarter, or mid-year rather. Tens of thousands of dollars is not unrealistic. There are so many tax planning opportunities, whether or not you should buy a piece of equipment this year or push it into January, whether you should lease or finance or pay for it in cash, has to do with cash flow more than it does with taxes, but that affects, it all affects each other. It's all part of the same calculation, whether or not what's going to benefit the business owner the most. Yeah, I would say, number one, proactive isn't just answering your emails quickly. I would say that is still going to be number one. When you reach out to your CPA, do they get back to you quickly? We guarantee we're going to get back to you same business day or next business day at the latest. Even if that's just saying, hey, that's a great question, and we're probably going to need to meet, but we're going to answer your emails. So that's still not proactive. I would still say that's reactive, but that's a good sign that you're going to have a good proactive accountant, CPA, is that they are responding to your questions. But proactive is exactly what it sounds like, is your CPA actually reaching out to you. I'll make a point whenever I'm doing a tax return, I will make a list of things that they could have done that they didn't do last year. If there was something, especially if it's a first-time client where they're coming from a different CPA or they just opened up their business, that's how I'm going to be proactive. And I'm going to say, hey, let's sit down and let's talk about X, Y, and Z. Have a relationship with somebody that knows your situation so that you can ask the specific questions or they know what questions to ask you. Actually look at your tax return, your last filed tax return. Take a look at it and see if it makes sense. How much in taxes did you actually pay? Everybody's tax situation is so different. What's material to them might not be material to somebody else. And so being aware of your situation, being aware of how much taxes you're actually paying, and then reaching out to your CPA or to us to do a free tax review so that we can let you know what opportunities are there.